Yeah,
The countdown.
countdown. Your
Yes,
countdown.
you're a countdown for 10. Oh gosh, welcome guys, welcome again. We're back again. I am Corey, and this is what is your name?
Really, bro? We've been
Oh,
friends for like
Brandon.
10 years.
Brandon. Yeah,
Learn my
his name is
fucking name.
Brandon. B. Randon is what they
B.
call him.
Randon.
B. Randon or random. I think it's more random than Randon. And we are back again today. Today we're going to be talking about some more interesting stuff.
S'more.
S'more. Yeah, we're going to be talking about s'mores. In particular, those that are cooked, roasted, and baked in Hollywood. Um,
I like that.
there's a lot of weird stuff that goes on in Hollywood that we don't really talk about a lot. We just talk about the result, but we never really talk about what actually happens. And we're going to call this episode The Hollywood Effect. What
Sounds
do you
great.
think about that?
I think it sounds fantastic.
Sounds fantastic, yes. It
What
doesn't sound
exactly?
fantastic to the people that are dealing with this type of stuff, though.
No, I mean, honestly, some of this stuff is legitimately crazy. If you think about some of the some of the celebrities that have been on TV in recent months, even
Yeah, not even years. You can't even say
fuck.
years now.
Yeah, I
It's
was
been
gonna say,
months, yeah.
yeah, days. Really. I mean, if you look at all the fucking Britney Spears things that came out, I mean, you got this bitch with a fucking knife doing all this other shit. The shit's crazy.
It is. It is. And she's not the first. She's not even the 15th. All these people that are coming out of Hollywood have some kind of a after effect, if you will, once the stardom is gone. Well, for some now, that is starting to happen even before the stardom goes away.
You mean the Hollywood effect?
The Hollywood effect.
I was waiting.
Yes, you have some now that are actually experiencing such things. Like, for example, what is the guy that plays Flash?
Barry Allen.
Barry Allen. Barry Allen is a interesting individual. He is really going through it right now.
Which Flash?
The most recent Flash,
Ezra Miller.
Ezra Miller. That's his name. That's his real name. His name is Ezra. If you have not seen in the headlines in the past year, Ezra has been off the reserve. He has completely gone off the reserve. For quite some time, he had disappeared with this young girl that he had befriended, and he started talking crazy about all this stuff that was going on. But it makes you wonder, some of the stuff that he was talking about, was it real? Is Hollywood truly doing something mentally to these people? Or are they just going batshit crazy because they're no longer stars? They don't have the star power.
Speaking of Hollywood, I'm sure you've heard of the
Hollywood.
adrenochrome, right?
Adrenochrome.
Maybe we'll get into that one on the next one.
Mm. Interesting.
Maybe that's a topic
Interesting
for future. And the only reason I said
I think
something
it
is
should.
because if you look at some of the more famous um, actors and actresses lately, don't get me wrong. Like, I know some of them are getting old and things like that, but some of them went from looking relatively young to just all of a sudden now they look really old.
Mm-hmm.
They no longer have that adrenochrome.
Yes.
Anyways, Ezra Miller.
We should absolutely talk about that, by the way, because yeah, I'm familiar. It's a lack of oxidation, but yeah, we will talk about that. Ezra Miller has gone on a tirade of just accusations and craziness that
Was that magic?
Yeah, that was Magic. I was like, what? I thought that was Ezra.
Magic is his dog, guys.
Yeah, Magic is a very old dog. Yeah, poor little fella. He's getting really old now. So every now and then he barks at nothing.
Don't put old Yeller to die.
He thinks he's hearing stuff that's not really there.
He might
But
be.
yes,
Maybe
yes,
it's dementia, doggy dementia.
it could be dementia. It's a possibility. It's a strong possibility that he may be experiencing some dementia. He's starting to go blind as well.
Oh fuck, dude.
Yeah, Magic is. I mean, well, in people years, Magic is 102. So he's got that on his side. But yeah, so yes, Ezra, Orlando. Oh gosh, Orlando Brown. If you have not watched an Orlando Brown interview, you are truly missing out. This
On some true comedy.
whew. But what concerns me is a lot of the things that he does. I mean, he really believes what he's saying.
100%. It's
Like,
almost like the way a narcissist believes everything that they say. You know what I mean?
right. But like he can actually recount things as if they truly happen. Um, it's a bit concerning because I mean, some of it could possibly potentially be that of schizophrenia.
Psychosis.
Yes, a psychosis breakdown episode, if you will.
Psychotic break.
Yes. Or he could be telling the fucking truth, and Hollywood is full of fucking weirdos that do weird shit. And even my dog agrees. So that could very well be a thing. He has had countless times where he spoke on things about certain people that truthfully I wouldn't even say against these people. I mean, I honestly, I would have to watch my back every time I would walk outside if I said some of the things that he has been saying about these people. But what's more concerning with that is the fact that he's saying it and he doesn't have to watch his back.
Well, not only that, but I haven't heard anybody come out and
tell him that he was lying.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. That's where I was going. How? Why? Nobody. And then, some people that they have asked, they just kind of just brush it off like, he's crazy. He don't know what he's talking about.
Right.
But you don't really ever see them say, he's full of shit. Hey, I can't believe he did that. He said this about me. And no, there's never anything like that. And he has said some really wild stuff.
Like
about
completely
some of the most
off the wall.
famous, about some of the most famous people there are. And so that's very concerning. But and not to really jump too far off the topic, but I mean, all the stories that we used to hear that would go on at Epstein's house,
Mm-hmm.
Epstein
didn't kill himself.
He sure didn't.
Just had to
the
throw that in
string
there.
killed him. It was a string.
You're a string.
You are a strain. So, at Epstein's island, he would bring all these young girls out there and, allegedly bring these girls out to the island. And his suitor would get them all prepared for doing all kind of sexual escapades and things like that, allegedly. And through these allegations, there's been some big names that have gone out there and, been a part of that sex cult, I guess you could call it. Would you call it a sex cult?
I mean, I don't know if I'd classify. The thing is, we don't know, because even after everything that has come out with Ghislaine Maxwell.
But Elaine Maxwell knows.
Ghislaine.
That's what I said.
You said Elaine.
I said Ghislaine.
Anyways, with everything that she knows, no one's been arrested.
Mm-hmm.
No one has
yet.
Yet.
Mm-hmm.
But well, the
Look how
thing
long
they
it took
haven't
them
even
to get Harvey Weinstein.
Kevin Spacey.
Hmm. Matt Lauer.
We could literally sit here and name
Literally could. I mean,
so many people.
so, I mean, there's some weird stuff that happens in Hollywood. I mean, there's some weird stuff that happens here in Atlanta with Hollywood people that, that goes on. So that stuff just happens. I mean, people are freaky, so they like freaky shit. But, hey, to each his own.
I mean,
But
don't get me wrong. Like I'm, you know, but what is with all the fucking like devil worshiping and all this other shit? Like, why is every celebrity? I can't remember who it was that was standing next to John Legend, but she did like some sort of like symbol or some shit. I guess it was like some symbol for Baphomet. I'll send you the video. It's actually
no, no, no.
it's
I know exactly what hand gesture you're referring to. But when we look at that hand gesture, Baphomet did it. Jesus did it. Um, the Buddha did it. Uh, Several Indian gods did it, and it's the same. So we can't really use that. That's more speculation as far as what that gesture meant, because so many other gods have been portrayed doing the same gesture. So,
maybe.
but I digress on
Well,
that. But no, I
anyways,
get what you're saying, because there has been other things that they have been doing, other hand gestures and things and sayings and phrases, and these weird things that would lead them to be not so much leaning towards our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Um,
right.
you know, um, which, yes, it also is very concerning, because why? Is it true that you sell your soul to become famous? Are
I
all these
think,
people?
dude, I don't know. I've seen some weird crap. Now,
Mm,
I don't know where Kevin Hart stands on any of this or whatever, but I know there was uh, a video he was or an interview rather he was doing with Kelly Clarkson, and
mm.
Kelly Clarkson was talking about like, I've been offered, millions and millions of dollars thrown in my face to do something that I didn't want to do, and Kevin Hart's just like, shh, shh, shh.
Mm.
It was really weird how he did it. I don't know why or what exactly he was talking about, but it was just odd.
Yes, because a lot of that, and that's the thing, that they want to keep that Hollywood secret, that there are certain things that are going on, that in order to get to the next level, to become this ultimate height of stardom,
Hmm.
you have to give something to get to that point. You know, and which goes back to the the backlash of it, where you have the people that are like the Britney Spears, where they're kind of off the reserve,
Yeah.
because maybe they didn't go all in for what they didn't hold their part of the bargain when it was time for them to give their part, and so now Hollywood basically cast them out,
Hmm.
and in doing so affected them mentally.
Well, I mean, look at Orlando Brown. He won't get cast anymore.
Nope.
They won't
No,
cast him.
sir. Nobody will. Hollywood will not do it. He will be forever making his, if he's even getting paid for it, is doing his interviews. That's the
Either
only
that
way.
or royalties from like That's So Raven or something.
Right. Yeah. Which is, I'm sure he's still, getting that, but you know, that's all. I mean, there will be no him unless there's some crazy guy that wants to exploit him,
Maybe.
you know. Um, but in all fairness, the stories that this kid tells, oh my God, it would make for great viewing for sure,
If they were true.
especially if they could find out that they were true. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
If they were true, I mean, fuck, Hollywood would explode, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, well, in all fairness, Hollywood is imploding, as we speak.
I think so.
So many people have been, you know, either arrested, committed suicide, um, you know, or just went batshit crazy. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it happens a lot. And like when you think about it, like case in point, Robin Williams, probably one of the funniest people to ever, you know,
R.I.P.
be in his craft. I met him 4 months before he uh, allegedly committed suicide.
MWR.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. And you really couldn't have told me that this guy was going to do this 4 months later. He
Right.
was, God, the funniest off-camera guy I have ever met. I mean, he was absolutely hilarious. And he just looked like he just was full of life, energy, just and just full of love and fun. Like
Mm-hmm.
he's the ultimate guy to hang out with.
Right.
All the while, he's battling these demons in his head. This guy made it. His entire career is that of the most coveted. Like he made it and became, you know, the top of his class.
Mm-hmm.
Yet it wasn't enough, and it made him want to end his own life. Allegedly,
Allegedly.
yeah.
I
You know,
like how you
gotta
added that in there.
gotta throw that in there because I mean, just they
I do.
say he did it.
There have been too many coincidences, and
Hmm.
the thing is, like, how many coincidences have to happen before you know we believe it's real? Like,
Sometimes,
what exactly is it going to take? You know what I mean? Like, because
yeah.
I've seen evidence of certain things, not necessarily like with Hollywood, but I've seen evidence of a certain thing directly in front of someone's face, and they're like, no, that's a lie, didn't happen.
Hmm.
Like, bro, we
And
have you on video murdering this person. No, it's not me. Never did
yeah, no, that wasn't me.
it.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. That was not me. I was not there, sir. This is you walking out of the store with two hookers. No, that's not me.
If the glove don't fit,
You must remove it.
acquit, bro. Come on.
Oh, acquit. Acquit was the word that you were going with. I thought you said. I thought after you. Never mind.
OJ Simpson? No,
He didn't do it.
he did
He didn't do it.
it. He definitely did it.
He didn't do it. He gave the guy a high five who did. No, I'm not going to say that. No, I'm not going to say
Let's go ahead and glaze over that topic.
Yeah. Disregard that. But there's definitely something going on with Hollywood,
Yeah.
for sure. Charlie Sheen, for example. I mean, he's another one. That was huge, huge. I mean, how much was he getting paid per episode of 2.5 million, 3.5 million? It was like $10 million per episode, something like that. Something crazy, outrageous. Yet he went absolute. Well, he was kind of weird for a while. But the thing is, because he was so good at acting, people would continuously hire him for shit
Bro, this man was paid $1.25 million per episode.
per episode. Yes, yeah, I was a little bit high, but yeah, even still, 1.25 mil per episode. Some some actors get that an entire season,
Yeah, 100%.
and he's getting it per show.
I thought
Plus,
Grant Gustin was paid pretty good. I didn't realize Charlie Sheen was getting fucking $1.25 million per episode.
yes, yes, yet he was going through so much. I mean,
Now, I
he
recently.
was a huge drug addict, um,
Oh yeah, well we already knew that.
slightly bipolar,
Didn't he
slightly
have?
schizo.
Doesn't he have some sort of autoimmune disease or something?
Allegedly, he has HIV.
That one.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. He lived a very wild life. I mean,
Oh
he
yeah,
was
for sure.
absolutely a Hollywood bad boy, where he did what you do in Hollywood. Snorted cocaine off of a chick's back.
Licking nerds out of a stripper's butthole.
Doing what now?
What?
Whoa. Don't know if he did that or not, but he did some pretty wild shit.
He
During
probably did.
his
Tenure.
reign. No,
Wouldn't say
I'd call it
reign.
reign because I mean, yeah, there was a time where Charlie Sheen and Emilio Estevez were, you know,
Emilio Estevez.
Emilio.
Emilio.
Yeah, these guys, every movie that you saw, you know, they were like the lead
Mm.
roles in most of those movies. So he had quite a hold on Hollywood for quite some time, and then all of a sudden he just had a humongous public meltdown, and that was it. And he just kind of just faded into the Hollywood abyss.
Bro, do you know how many people have had meltdowns? Didn't
Amanda Bynes, for example.
Bro, I was so disappointed when Amanda Bynes had her fucking episode. Like I had the hugest crush on Amanda Bynes ever since I was younger.
Yeah,
And bro, to see what she looks like now, I'm like,
it's so
I'm
sad.
legitimately saddened.
It's so sad. Yeah. She was one that really had it all mapped out for her. And
Yeah, but the
hmm,
thing is, like, children in Hollywood, though, like, I mean, dude, look at the Olsen twins, man.
oh
Like,
my gosh,
the way the you can't sit there and tell me that I'm not even gonna say it because I don't want to fucking. But something was going on with them as children. I mean, I heard too many stories and things like that. So
yeah, yeah. There was a lot of stories about that. Very interesting stuff that happened. Um, yeah, they were definitely two that really kind of you could tell that something was going on with them.
yeah, I mean, because
Like
the thing is,
you
like
could really see it.
they had it all at one point. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I mean, they were doing movies and all this other stuff, and then all of a sudden, stuff just kind of they just they kind of went off the rails. I mean, they didn't
Hmm.
really do anything that was kind of like crazy or anything like that, but
Hmm. But you could tell that something just wasn't right. You just knew that
yeah,
something was not right.
right,
Lindsay Lohan is another one.
yeah, because she was doing really good for a long time.
Hmm.
Actually, look at what happened. Did you see what happened with Kat Von D recently?
Oh yes, she was baptized, and she said
Hmm.
she got rid of all of her
All of her, all
witchcraft
of her
books, and
witchcraft books and everything.
hmm,
Like
yeah, she said that.
she renounced all of it and
Hmm.
she got baptized.
Yep, I sure did. I hope that whatever the evilness of Hollywood is doesn't come after her for doing that.
What the fuck are you
Kudos to
doing?
her. Huh?
The fuck are you doing?
What?
All I heard was whoop whoop. Sound like a zipper.
Did you really hear that?
Yeah. Whoop whoop.
That's funny. No, there was something caught my eye on the chair, and I was trying to brush it off, and I hit it with my fingernail, and so I
Corey,
heard it in mine, but I wasn't sure if you heard that.
Corey, focus, bro.
I thought it was moving actually. That's why I was like, "Wait, what the heck is
What
that?"
the hell?
Oh
Man.
man, but yeah, but another one, Joaquin Phoenix. Joaquin Phoenix. Oh my gosh,
I don't know.
phenomenal actor.
I don't know. Ever since anybody I've heard play the Joker, like fucking Heath
They've
Ledger,
all gone crazy, right?
yeah,
That's a thing.
like the Superman
Heath
curse.
Ledger, Heath Ledger, literally started having like uh psychotic episodes after playing the Joker.
Well, do
Like,
you know what? Do you know what he did to get himself ready for that role?
didn't he go to like an insane asylum or something like that?
From what I understand, now I may be wrong in this, but if I remember correctly, I think he basically went into like a hotel room by himself, and just basically stayed in there for like a month, and just like really got into character, and really was researching like really dark things, and was like really getting into the role.
Hmm. Hmm. Why did I hear that he went to like a mental institution
You may be
to
right.
learn?
He may have went to something like that. Just from what I heard,
But even that in itself, like Jesus Christ. So you're
mhm.
gonna sit in a room for a month and not communicate with the outside world at all?
Well, I mean, actually, that's not really that unheard of, because if you look at Christian Bale, what was that movie?
Hmm.
I think it was The Pianist.
Yes, he did do that in The Pianist. Yeah, I do remember that. I mean, and these method actors, they'll do all kind of different things to get into character. Um, like for example,
Oh,
Heath Ledger and Joaquin, when they got the role of the Joker, they would never turn it off. So as they would literally come to set already acting as the Joker. They would walk around the set when everybody's at lunch, eating and just kind of communicating with each other. They would still be in that character mode.
yeah, 100%. It was The Machinist, not The Pianist. I was wrong.
Ah,
I was wrong.
hmm,
I don't know why I thought it was
the
the.
machinist.
I don't know why I thought it was The Pianist.
Maybe you were thinking the penis.
100% wasn't. But if you look at what Christian Bale put his body through, like the mental and physical, um, fuck, you might be able to call it abuse at this point, but the mental and
Sure, I'll go with that.
physical anguish that he put his body through in
Hmm.
order to get ready for that role of the machinist
Hmm.
is crazy.
Remember when 50 Cent lost all that weight to play that part for a movie that nobody ever fucking saw?
No.
Exactly. Oh, there were photos floating around the internet. At first, people were like, "Man, what the hell's going on with 50? I think he might be dying." And and come to find out, he was getting ready for a movie
Hmm.
where he played this AIDS patient, and he got like you got to see the picture. It's so bad, but he
Now
did
I'm gonna
all
look at.
this for this role, and it never went anywhere. Like I don't know if anybody that ever saw the movie personally, but yeah,
Oh
but
shit,
method acting is very interesting because I mean, yeah, you do have to put your body and your mind through such.
bro, that's fucked up.
Yeah, you see it. Yeah, it's
Oh
pretty
my
bad.
god,
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
he's
Yeah.
like that's right on par with Christian Bale and fucking The Machinist.
Hmm.
I mean, he looks
Yep.
really bad.
He looks really bad, and he did all that for a movie that didn't even. I don't
Well,
even know if it even made it
those are the
to.
chances you take, I guess.
True, but I mean, in all fairness, I mean, in something like that, like this has got to be a major movie. I'm not gonna do all that for you know. You better do CGI because
Yeah,
I'm
but I
not.
mean, the thing is, like, how are you going to know if it's a major movie or not? You know what
Okay,
I
good
mean?
point. But I mean, okay, who's going to be in the movie with me? Who is the director?
Well, I mean, yeah, but think about it. Like, if you look at the movie Friday, for example, they had a very low budget, and it became a really big film.
What movie?
Friday.
Okay, good point.
I mean, they had an extremely low budget. But the film did extremely well. They made two more. I mean,
Point well taken. Well, unfortunately, 50 did not. You dried up like a raisin for nothing. But kudos to you. I mean, because to do what he did is phew. I mean, because think about it, 50 Cent was a big dude. He was a buff dude. So like for him to
oh
go from
yeah,
that to like, I mean, he looked the part of an AIDS patient
he
on
looked
the
like Nelson
last
Mandela.
stage. Yeah, he was dry. Oh my god.
Last episode was Mandela effects, just so you know.
I mean, I see what you did there.
See what I did there.
That's funny. But yeah, no, I mean, kudos to 50 for doing that. That's tough to do those things to get into to the roles. Um, Robert Downey Jr. was another one that would get too deep into his roles, and he for months after after they had finished taping, he found himself still in character.
Hmm.
So much so that it caused him to act out a lot, especially when he was younger. He acted out a lot and did
Mm-hmm.
quite a few crazy things. But he actually happened to be one of those guys that were able to kind of come back from all the craziness stuff and made Jesus literally billions of dollars for Hollywood.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what he's going to do next, though. Since now that era is gone, do you think he's
Like
going to go back to that?
the the Marvel era.
Yeah. What's next? What's next for Robert Downey after that?
I don't know.
Because I mean, it can be arguably the height of his career, and for good reason. I mean, he did a phenomenal job with that character. He
Well,
embodied the entire idea of Tony Stark.
was he in Oppenheimer?
Yes, he was actually,
That's a new one.
but you just had to ask that question.
Well, I haven't seen the movie. That's the only reason I'm asking. That's
Well,
one of the
yeah,
movies that I plan on seeing. I heard it's really good.
I heard it's kind of, but
Oh, hold on. Is there an Iron Man 4 coming out?
allegedly,
No, there is. There's a trailer here.
allegedly, it's not a real trailer.
Oh, it's not a real trailer.
No, even if it says official, don't believe that. It's not a real thing.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, it's not real. See, the
That
Hollywood effect almost got you.
almost.
The Hollywood effect.
They have not discussed a fourth film in the franchise.
No. And
All
even
right.
if they did, it'd be Tom Cruise.
What?
It's not going to be Robert Downey.
Why would it not be Robert Downey?
He's gone.
The multiverse.
Mm, true. But he's gone.
Have you seen Doctor Strange?
I have.
Ooh, what if it's Tom Cruise from the multiverse?
It is Tom Cruise, and he is the ultimate Iron Man. Oh, I'm sorry. Supreme Iron Man.
The fuck is a Supreme Iron Man?
You've got to catch up on your Marvel knowledge, brother.
I guess so.
Supreme Iron Man is Tony Stark's on steroids.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, so I'm wondering if this does not work out for him, that he isn't, let's say Hollywood kind of shuns him out. Do you think that he would fall into the abyss like all of those before him. Shia LaBeouf was another one.
Shia who?
LaBeouf.
It's LaBeouf, motherfucker.
It's LaBeouf.
It's not.
Okay.
I'm a Disney Channel kid, bro.
Okay, when the Shia LaBeouf guy.
I saw him on Even Stevens. Okay. Transformers
Sure.
1, 2,
Mm-hmm.
3.
No, he wasn't in 3.
1, 2,
Yeah, he was only in 2.
almost 3.
Not quite. Only thing that was in there was his last name. Wiki, or whatever they were.
Witwicky.
Witwicky. There we go. Shia was another one though. He really had a very strong career in Hollywood, and I mean, you know, he wasn't always cast as the lead, but he had a very good career as what do they call the supporting role?
Mm-hmm.
He was always a great supporting role, so he would always get cast at that. He would never get typecast, but he was, he would be a great supporting role. He did a great job. But
There were quite a few movies he was lead.
yes, but not. He was more supporting role than he was lead. But nonetheless, he was a great actor.
Oh yeah, 100%. I actually think Shia LaBeouf is phenomenal. I think he really gets into the character, and I
Mm-hmm.
genuinely believe he is who he is when he acts.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, he does a really good job of that.
I just don't
But
know kind of
off
where.
camera,
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I don't really know where he went with all of this. I know some people have been, you know, seeing him places and doing some kind of questionable things and stuff like that. But I don't know where all of this is coming from, specifically from such a small group of people in Hollywood. You know what I mean?
mm,
Because when you think about it, it is really small. I mean, the
it is. There's not a lot. There are not a lot of A-listers in Hollywood. There's not.
mhm.
There is a very small handful, and they're always in every movie, back to back to back to back to back to back. There are no new people. All the new people are in your B-rated movies and stuff that doesn't even make it to
Mm-hmm.
uh, Netflix. For God's sakes, they're your Tubi artists,
Right.
you know. But Hollywood, as a whole, is a very small group of people. But and that's also what makes it so weird. Like it's like they'll invite you in, let you become this great big star, and just out of nowhere, you just kind of disappear. And I say that to say this because I don't know if you even know this, but John Candy, one of the biggest comedic actors of his time, bar none. Do you know that this man, the reason why he worked so much, the reason why he had movie after movie after movie after movie, it was because he was afraid that if he took time off, Hollywood would let him go. He said this. Yeah, he legit said this. He said that he had a big fear. He was a very self. Or should I say he had a lot of problems with um, his self ego. He was concerned that he always wanted people to like him. You're muted, brother.
He didn't want to become irrelevant.
Exactly. He did not want to become irrelevant, and so he would to the point where he wouldn't tell anybody no. It didn't matter what it was. He would
Hmm.
do it. Everything. Like like even it was so bad that how some people if they ask for an autograph, like well, no, not this time, or I'm out with my family. No, don't do that. Not him. He made time for everything that had to do with his stardom. And unfortunately, after the last movie he made, I mean, and he did this up literally. He did this up to his death,
Yeah.
which is the saddest story, by God, because he died like 4 or 5 months after Cool Runnings came out.
Hands down, one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yes, even
Tallulah.
though even though the accents on there were horrible.
They weren't Jamaican.
Jafakin. Yeah, no, they were so bad, so bad.
Well, you
But hey,
understand why
it was a great movie.
why they had to be, right?
Tell me why, Brandon.
So if you, I've been to Jamaica a couple times. I
Okay.
have several Jamaican friends,
Hmm.
and bro, when they start talking, it gets really hard to understand them.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the reason.
Yeah.
So
So
you're gonna go with a fake imitation accent because you can't understand it.
well, you have to understand these people have to appeal to the masses. You know what I mean? If you've got, someone that can't really understand your actor, then it's not going to appeal to as many people.
Hmm. Interesting statement.
That's
Interesting
just,
take.
of course, that's just my opinion. That's just, my take on it. But
Case in point.
there is merit to it, though.
Shatas.
Shot us,
Shatas. Not
shot us,
shatas. It's not
shot us.
shatas. It's shata.
Shaba.
Wow. That was borderline. Shatas was another low budget movie that was
Shot
made
us.
by an entirely Jamaican cast. And if you didn't read the captions, you probably wouldn't understand half the stuff that they were saying. Yet it was the most amazing movie of its time. Should have won awards, honestly, if it was a
I
Hollywood movie.
like Shot us, but actually, a lot of people have not seen that movie.
No, but the ones that finally do, they're like, oh my god, I can't believe I have not seen this
Mm-hmm.
movie. It's amazing. It's like next level. I mean, it's definitely in line with some of your better gangster movies.
Gangsta,
Gangsta, gangsters,
like Gangstars.
gangstar. No, that's a great artist, by the way.
That's an actual person?
You
Never heard of him.
freaking leaving right now. I don't know who Gangstar is, man. Come on, man. True hip hop. All my hip hop heads, shut up. Um, but but yeah.
I mean,
Where
give me
were we?
some.
We got completely off topic here. We got completely off topic. We're talking about Hollywood and the craziness of Hollywood.
I mean, we were talking
Do,
about John Candy.
yeah, we actually were. We're talking about John Candy and the sadness that is the Hollywood effect. This man was so fear, true fear, that he lived his entire adult life in Hollywood working. He never took time out for himself. He never took time off. He never said no. I like my job. I like the money that I get paid. But if they told me that I needed to work every day in and day out,
I quit.
I would quit.
I quit. As soon as
Yeah,
those words came out of your mouth, I quit.
yeah. They say no. I understand that you got to go to your son's basketball game, to your wife's uh, surgery, but you got to be here because we got work to do.
Yeah, but that's the Hollywood effect, bro.
That is absolutely what that is.
Well, the thing is that if you once you're outcast from Hollywood, you're out. You don't get
Yeah,
invited back in.
yeah, you're done. Yeah, you're out of there. Once the lights are out, there, it's over. It's over. You don't come back. Well, unless you're Nick Cage.
I mean, it
Nick Cage,
depends.
Nicholas Cage was kind of exiled for a while, and he still is to a degree. But he started making his way back. I don't know what happened. Maybe he told him, I give up. You can have my soul.
Right.
You know, but
My,
something happened, and the tide shifted.
my wife hates Nicolas Cage.
Really?
Yeah,
Why?
because I'm such a huge fan of Nicolas Cage.
Hmm.
I've seen just about all of his movies. Fucking, she hates when I watch National Treasure. It's one of
I
my all
love it.
time favorite. It's one of my all time
I love
favorite
it.
movies. And
I love National Treasure and Next.
I've seen just about every single one of his movies.
Hmm.
He's funny. I like him. I think he's
I
hilarious.
loved him in Raising Arizona. He was an amazing actor. From that movie on, I knew he was going to be a great actor because the way he played that hillbilly stealing that baby, I knew that he had something.
Did you see him in Renfield?
Rent? No, I didn't see Renfield.
That was it was a little corny in my opinion, but
Hmm.
um, it was kind of funny. It was basically about this vampire, and he had a servant basically that would.
I know the movie, but I just haven't seen it.
I saw it in theaters with my wife, and I was laughing my fucking ass off the entire time.
Yeah, yeah. Mm,
What was that movie where he
that
was a
one,
gun runner? Lord of War.
Lord of War. Hmm.
Yeah,
No, yeah, Lord of War,
yeah,
which was based on a true story.
100%.
Which they just let that guy go, right? They traded him for. Well, we're not going to even talk about that today. Not going to talk about that one because we're
For who?
talking about the other crazy people.
Well, who did they trade him for though?
You don't know?
Was it Brittany?
Yep.
Okay, I
Hmm.
didn't know. I didn't know that that was that guy.
Yes, unfortunately, that's exactly what that was.
I, I, we'll get into political stuff maybe next time, but
Yep, that works for me. That's a whole other ball game right there, buddy.
yeah.
But yeah, so this was good. We should we should do a little more research on this Hollywood effect and see how much of that is a real thing. Because I really feel like there's something there that's happening to all of these stars
Hmm.
once they are no longer on the silver screen. They all seem to have that commonality that they,
A mental fucking breakdown.
yes, yes, that's exactly what it is. It's for sure a mental breakdown.
Yeah.
Would you have? Do you think? Have you? And I'll stop it here. But I'm going to ask you this question: do you feel like if you were in Hollywood, that you would, after being exiled out, do you think that you would have a mental break as well?
Well, I mean, I can't say because most of the people from what I've been seeing that have been having these mental breaks are people that were, or have been in Hollywood since they were children, basically. A
Hmm.
lot of them, like Britney Spears. I mean, wasn't she on like the Mickey Mouse Club with Justin Timberlake
Hmm.
and Christina Aguilera and shit like that?
Yep,
Yeah.
she sure was.
So I mean,
She
it's kind of hard to
was.
say.
She was, and so was your girl, Amanda Bynes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all got their start from there. And
Well, Amanda
you
Bynes was
know,
on Nickelodeon.
oh, that's right, she was Nickelodeon. I'm sorry, correction. Yeah, because she was on All That. Her start was in All That. Hmm.
Hold on. There was something that I saw recently. It was some sort of like conspiracy theory with um the word Nickelodeon.
Really?
Yeah, because um if you listen to the the actual, I have to find the video. I can find it again. Um, but if you listen to the actual um, recording when they say Nickelodeon on the channel, they actually don't say the ending N. The last N is never pronounced, and I thought that was really odd. But when I the video that I was watching, like I said, I'll have to find it again, but it was referencing something dealing with satanic shit or something like that.
Hmm.
And I don't understand how the fuck all of this shit comes back to the devil and like look at fucking Sam Smith, dude. Like what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Like I've got no problem like be who you want to be and all that other good stuff, but like what are you doing? Like you went from like this fucking amazing singer.
Wholesome,
Yeah. Like you were like a household
clean
name.
cut.
You were doing so well.
Hmm.
And I mean, you might be doing well now. Now, I don't know. I stopped listening to his shit because of it. But I mean, he
Yeah, he's
started
still
going
doing
down
it
this.
quite well.
He's going down this fucking rabbit hole of like satanic shit and like putting on this show and like all red and it was just it's not for me.
So, would you say that Satanism is a part of the Hollywood effect?
I fully believe it does.
Mm.
I don't know why, but
Well, I can tell you for sure that there's something there. You know, whatever that thing is, something's not right. And there's a lot of evil that has to take place in order for us to enjoy
mm-hmm.
all of these wonderful movies that um, get put out. There's a lot of things behind the scenes that we don't get to see. Um, you know, Case in point, Harvey Weinstein, would force people to do some really weird shit in order to be even picked for any movies. He
It's kind of
handpicked
fucked up.
everybody. It is. It really is. But it is what Hollywood was. Um, and it was the basis of Hollywood. I mean, that's why if you ever have you ever gone to Hollywood?
No, I have zero interest in going anywhere near California.
Fair enough.
I've heard this shit all over the street.
There is. Hollywood is probably the most third world,
First world city.
first world cities. Yes. There's any time of the day or night you're going to see not only just homeless people, but people with some serious problems just walking around. Whether they're schizo or you know um, bipolar, multiple personality. They got it all in Hollywood, and for some reason, particularly in Hollywood, there is um, a heavy footprint of mental instability.
So as of about 2022, about 45% of all of the homelessness resided in California. All of the
Hmm.
homelessness in the United States, about 45% were in the state of California.
That's a big number.
That's almost half of the homeless people in the entire United States.
Hmm. In one state.
Cord, do you know how big the United States is, bro?
Hmm.
You've been overseas, uh,
Hmm.
either just as much or more than I have.
More.
Probably about the same.
More.
I do. I've been to so many countries.
So have I.
You've never been to Lithuania?
Yes, I have.
You never been to Latvia?
You got me there.
Hey.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, that's a staggering number. I mean, but why is that way? Because so many people have gone to California in hopes of making it big in Hollywood, and they don't.
Is that why?
It's a big part of it.
Maybe. I don't know, but you can't tell me that fucking Joe Blow from down the fucking street went to Hollywood, didn't make it, so he got hooked on fucking cocaine.
Yes.
Or heroin.
Yes.
Or DMT.
Probably not DMT, because he's probably in Hollywood right now enjoying that shit.
Probably.
Oh yeah. Speaking of DMT, that should be another episode too. I think I want to touch on that.
I bet you do.
I would like to touch on that.
I bet you do.
A lot.
Anyways, I think that just about wraps us up for today.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, absolutely. We're going to continue this Hollywood effect
in future episodes.
Yes, absolutely. Guys, as always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you have the email down in the box below. Give us a shout if you want to talk about something. Hey, if you want to even be a guest on the show, that's always an option as well too.
We do live call-ins.
Interesting conversation because we talk about shit.
We do talk a lot of shit.
Yeah. We do a show talking shit.
A friend of mine wanted to name it something about Bigfoot, and then just never mention Bigfoot. All right, thanks everybody.
See you next time.